How's it going, everybody? Rybrad here today, and I am here with an NHL 20 franchise video for you guys. I am super excited to bring this for you. I'm just ready for NHL 20, guys. I'm ready for this, me to stop checking my watch to see how many hours I've used, because I am absolutely loving this game. If you guys haven't picked up NHL 20, there's still an opportunity. You guys can go ahead and pre-order it still. Depends on when you're watching this video, but I do like it a lot. And in this video, we will be breaking down the team I will be choosing for NHL 20, as well as some of the new franchise mode features, which, you know, I finally get my hands on. I played a little bit over the weekend. If you guys were there for the stream, shout out to you guys, those of you that are now watching the YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And yes, it's on the screen. I'm not going to make it any surprise. You guys clicked on the video. It was in the thumbnail. It is the Montreal Canadiens. No surprise about that. I just think they're going to be an interesting team this year. A team that, you know, has a direction, but, you know, needs some help to get over the hump. They got good prospects. Oh my Jesus, I did not notice Ottawa had an 81 rating overall. Holy crap. And I thought the Sabres were bad with 86. Whew. Anyway, as a Sabres fan, you know, not a huge fan of the Canadiens, but I do know somebody who is. It's my cousin's girlfriend. She is a Habs fan, so I guess a lot of you in the comment sections will be cheering for her and your team this coming season. I will not, but I will be cheering for them in this franchise mode. Now, the reason this is just a preview video and not officially episode 1 is because I need your guys' help. Do you guys want me to leave owner mode on? Because I can turn on auto owner mode, which is a brand new feature this year that includes auto finances, auto budget, and auto upgrading and maintaining of facilities, which would then allow me to be able to get fired. Because if I turn off owner mode, I can't get fired. But if we can turn on owner mode, if you guys want me to turn GM firing off, I can, or we can see where it goes. Obviously, I'm going to keep the salary cap on, CPU trades, player morale, because the new morale system, which I absolutely love so far this year. Fog of War, I think I'm going to turn that off just because scouting became an even bigger pain in the ass. Head coach edits lines, no thank you. Relocation, we could relocate Montreal. I mean, I would be run out of town. I'd be probably death threats for doing it, so I'm not going to do it. Auto sign free agents. Who turns this on? Let me know in the comment section if you turn this on, because I don't. If you do, please give me a good reason, but that's the reason for GM mode. Play season mode if you just want to play the games. Auto coach management. Yeah, I'm going to do that myself, so thank you very much. I'll review more rules and settings. Not going to deliberate too much on this stuff, just some quick settings. We can change the difficulty is going to be all-star. I think I may be playing some games this year. Let me know if you guys think if playing big key games once a month, just the third period, of course, or playing, you know, elimination games, the third period in the playoffs, if that's what you want to see me do. If you want to see me, you know, just sit here and control the team like a regular general manager would and just hope they do their thing, let me know that too. Those are your two options. I'm probably going to have more options for you guys, so keep those comments flowing. Trade difficulty, probably going to keep it on medium. Waivers, I can turn it on and off, whatever you guys want to see. Some of you guys like the hyper-realism, some of you guys like mostly realistic, and some of you guys like as fantasy as it can get, so you let me know there. Obviously not going to accept relocation. Fog of War, I think I'm going to keep that off just because I really don't want to bother with scouting this year. I'll do some scouting maybe when I'm not recording, you know, in between what I show you guys. So that's that. We have a few more options that I do want to ask you guys about. Please let me know, because when you guys don't let me know, then I do something and then people get mad. If you would have just told me, I would have done what you asked me. So just saying, speak up, and you guys can control this franchise mode as much as I do. I'm going to turn on fully healed, I guess. Sim engine scoring, I'm probably going to leave that on medium unless you guys want to see me put it to high just so we can get some ridiculous point totals. Obviously, that's all going to be the same. The firing pop-ups are all going to be the same. And I think that is all we need to do in the setup. So you guys let me know those couple things. The owner mode, the GM firing if we keep owner mode on, and those few settings there, like waivers and scoring. So next I want to know, do you guys want me to wait for the day one rosters, or do you guys want me to start right away? If you guys want me to start right away, when the game drops this weekend, I'll drop a video for you guys. We can go ahead and play through maybe a few months, decide what we want to do. Maybe the roster changes by then, who knows, but we'll decide what we want to do. Right now, I want to look at the team and maybe look at some of the trade finder stuff and our coach, because I want to look at our coach and see how good he is. There are no coaches probably available right now, so I'm not going to bother looking at firing our coach. But first things first, let's look at the coach. You know, he's the guy. He's the guy that translates my view to the team. Vermette, that's a decent name. Gilbert Vermette. He's perfect for the Canadiens, I guess, as an auto-generated guy. He's pretty good. A+ penalty kill. B teaching's okay. I'd like to have somebody with a better teaching because we're a young team. Coach influence, that's also fine. I'm not too worried about those. But AAA for offense, defense, power play, and a really good penalty kill. So he's a generalist. That's great. I mean, he's another generalist. I did a Sabres one, and that guy was a generalist. He's happy. He's never coached before. Obviously, roster scheme fit. Mike Riley really fits in with our team, but that's about it. I almost said Morgan Riley. I wish. 68% team fit, so that's pretty good. I might have some work to do. Arturi Lehkonen, not looking like he's fitting too well with our scheme, so maybe he's somebody I can look. I'll actually use him as our first trade finder option, unless I find somebody else. Standard offensive pressure. This guy's so balanced, it's boring. Aggressive, yep. This is like this is the same thing as like the Sabres alumni that I saw, but it could just be the default to start. Hopefully they start to vary it up or something like that. He likes to roll all 4 lines and roll all of his pairings. I've never seen a coach that doesn't. So let's go back down here. Umbrella power play, nice. Diamond penalty kill, nice. Staggered defense, everything's fine there. Line strategies, behind the net, overload. Interesting. My Sabres coach was different, so there seem to be some slight differences there. But behind the net for the first one, carry versus balanced or dump, cycle versus shoot or balanced again, and then energy efficiency. Okay, balanced is cool with me. Don't block shots. Balanced. Okay, that's fine with me. And defense is balance. So this guy should be really easy to acquire defensemen for that fit the scheme and get +5s. Probably only going to need two-way defensemen, just because they're probably going to be balanced there as well. Now, I know each individual player has their own preference, but right now it's looking like the defensive core should be pretty easy to build for this guy if this guy is our coach of the future. If he doesn't do well, maybe we'll fire him, but I mean, I like the overload. I like the fact that he's going to want me to load up on offensive talent, and defensively doesn't seem too bad. So we'll go to, I guess we'll go to proposed trade right now. It's easier than view contracts because I get to see who we have in the system as well. So obviously, Jesperi Kotkaniemi is our main young talent. Young because he's under 20. We've got Shay Webber still there at 87, 34 years of age, 7 years left at 7.86. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a trade for Shay Webber, but, I mean, he has got a good amount of value, so we'll see. Maybe I move Shay Webber and we kind of look to, not do great in year one, but then next year, really attack free agency, get some younger guys that we think are going to grow. It depends on how realistic you guys want this to be again. Do you want me to trade Shay Webber? That's probably not something they'd ever do in real life. I mean, maybe in a few years, although it's Marc Bergevin, you never know. Max Domi does not have a contract extension, so we're going to have to be looking at that one, keeping in mind Kotkaniemi. Domi's contract extension shouldn't be too difficult. Jonathan Drouin, he's 24, medium elite, 85 overall, not bad. Petrie, Gallagher, Tatar, I mean, these guys are solid. I like Gallagher 5-on-5. I like him a lot. He's somebody that I always try and acquire. Wow, he's very happy with the coach, and he fits his coach's style very well. Very good first liner for us. Even though he's listed as a second line forward, he probably fits the scheme the best in the first line with behind the net. He is okay. I'm trying to figure out what kind of line he wants, but anyway. Thomas Tatar as well. I like Thomas Tatar. I think he's going to do well for us. Mete, 21, 79, medium, top 4. That's solid with me. 1 year left on his deal. He's going to ask for some money, so we'll probably have to re-sign him. Suzuki hopefully grows. He's already 20, not rated all that highly. Juleson, another promising youngster, as well as Ilonen, maybe. Forgive me if I'm butchering these names. Please let me know how to pronounce them, because unless you guys tell me, I'm not gonna get better. I'm just keep going with it, and you guys are gonna have your ears bleed. Philippe Deneau, solid right there. Really no terrible contracts that I've seen so far. Polling here looks good, low top 6. I mean, he's nothing to rave about. A lot of low potential players. Arturi Lehkonen here is the guy that doesn't really fit the scheme. He's making $2.4 million for 2 years, age 24, so that's fine. High top 9 though, that's pretty nice. So there's probably going to be some teams that want him. Joel Armia, former Sabre, I know that one. Mike Riley, the guy who really fits the scheme, decent, sixth defenseman probably. We'll look at our center core to start, and we'll sort by overall. Max Domi, Kotkaniemi, Danault, Poling, and then Hudon. So we could start any of these guys in the NHL. One of them is not going to make the cut. He's going to have to stay in the minors. Probably Poling, if he's listed as a fourth line forward, so he fits the coach's scheme somewhat. I mean, he's not a detriment to the scheme, that's for sure. But not very happy with his teammates. But he loves me, so you're a winner in my book. Philippe Danault making $3 million for 2 years. We can stomach that. We have $6 million in cap space available. Not a ton of major contracts coming up. Wingers, we got Drouin, Tatar, Byron, and Lehkonen. So that's good. That seems to be our 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Drouin's going to be on the first line. How does he fit the scheme? Really good, apparently. He likes to shoot, but coach wants him to cycle, but his scheme fit seems good enough for that first line. And obviously he's pretty good. 90 passing, 89 offensive awareness, and then 89's wrist shot accuracy, so I'm happy with that. Defensively, not great, but, I'm not going to ask him to play defense all that much. Brendan Gallagher, that's going to be a first line that I'm going to really enjoy. Max Domi, Gallagher, and Jonathan Drouin. I can't believe I just forgot his name. Gallagher paid a decent amount, not upset with it. Joel, we do need some help on the right side here. We do need some forward help defensively. It's not deep. It is not deep, guys. So do we maybe look to move defenseman Shay Webber or Petrie? And I would rather move Shay Webber than Petrie. Petrie's contact's not awful, and he's an 85, listed as a top 4 defenseman, fits the scheme well enough. Shay Webber also, you're not going to have a defender that doesn't fit the scheme, except for Xavier Ouellet. Why doesn't he fit the scheme? Because he likes to shoot. Coach wants him to cycle. He would be best on the third pairing, which I don't think he's going to be much higher than the third pairing, not going to lie. We got to hope that Juleson does become something, because we don't have a ton of promising players. I mean, we have Victor Mete here, who's probably going to play good minutes for us this year. Hopefully he grows. He fits all the lines. I like the way he looks. Defensive awareness at an 86. Offensively, he's okay. Like I said, hopefully he grows. He's only 21, but he's got that medium top 4, so 1 year left on his deal. We can probably lock him up, maybe do a bridge deal. I'd probably sign him for 2-3 years, depending on what he wants. And then, obviously, you guys know what we have in net. It's Carey Price. 32 years of age, 7 years left at $10.5 million, but he's a 91. He's one of the best goalies in the game, if not the best. I can't remember if he is the best or not. I know Vasilevsky's up there, but Carey Price, gonna be our goalie. I'm not gonna have to worry about that. He will probably make up for a subpar defensive core here. We could rock Mike Riley. Alzner's making... wow, that is a horrible contract. I'm going to look to see what I can get for that. Probably not much, if anything. So we're probably stuck with that contract. Chariot here as well. I'm really not liking a couple of these contracts for what they're rated in game. Now, they could be decent in real life this season. Who knows? They could have a good season. But in Chell, not looking like it. So, speaking of looking like it, let's look for a trade. I think I want to... We'll look for a couple trades. We'll first look for Shay Webber. Just see what people want for Shay Webber. I could get Corey Crawford, a first, a second, and Seabrook. That's the only trade. That's a big trade. That would make Carey Price expendable. Again, not realistic whatsoever. So those of you that want realism, this is not going to happen. Those of you that, want me to go as nuts as possible and, be a Chell GM and not an NHL GM, by the fact meaning cheese the game a little bit, you guys let me know. Let me know what you want, realistic or not, because this is something I consider, because then I could flip Carey Price. What would I get for Carey Price if I wanted to flip Carey Price? Probably not a ton, but yeah, or nothing. So that would probably be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and also see defensemen here. I probably want to get Alzner's contract off the books if possible. Because, yeah, he's getting paid for 3 more years. So is Chariot. I'm going to call him Chariot, just because Carl Alzner is in Rochester. And nobody wants Carl Alzner either. So could somebody take him? I mean, he's 28. He's younger. I could get Derek Ryan in a 6th. That would add to our forward core. I could get a 3rd. I could get Wolf in a 4th. Wow, there's actually... There's some right-handed forward help, right winger. I should say right wing help. Calvert, not fantastic, but he is an 80. Checking line forward, he would fit on our forward line one and our penalty kill. He was scouted as a third line forward, which is fine with me. I would actually not mind that deal whatsoever. I have to go back and do this because I looked at it. Okay. It's because he's 28. He's younger than Alzner. I can deal with Alzner. Bellemare, that's fine. Wilson, but we need more help on the right side. We can stock up on picks. That's what I'm saying. What do you guys think? Do we tank? I don't know if I want to tank. Granlund's not a bad option, but we don't really need help down the middle. Nick Bonino, we're adding more salary onto the books there. The Senators, 2/4. The more picks, Cody Eakin. Perreault, but he's on the left side. He's not bad. And then we're back to Derek Ryan. I do like that Calvert trade. It adds some decent enough right-wing help, at least for one season. We have a logjam of just low third-pairing defensemen at 79, 78. We have so many of those, not a ton of great players. Calvert would help. We're shedding a year and $700,000, plus we acquire a 6. This is a trade I would personally want to do, but you guys let me know. But so far, a few moves have, piqued my interest. There is a left winger that I was looking at potentially trading as well, Arturi Lehkonen. Let's see, is there any trades for him? Yes, we can get a low prospect goalie in a third. Marco Scandella, who I believe is like an 80, so he would help us out on the left side, only for 1 year. Don't think I want to trade Arturi Lehkonen for that. Some more picks, Sam Gagner. Brett Connolly, there's more of that right wing help, but this time we're trading for more salary, more years, an older player. And I don't know if I want to do that trade. Nick Bonino again, some more picks. Oh, and Steen. Steen is not bad. I don't mind Alex Steen. I'm going to look at Steen. I don't think he's as good as I remember, because I always remember him in the low to mid 80s. And he is an 81. So he's, we don't really need all that much left wing help. I could play him out of position on the right wing. But then again, we're taking on almost $6 million for 2 years on an 81 overall, 35-year-old Alex Steen, when I could just keep 24-year-old high top 9, 79 overall Arturi Lehkonen. So I don't think I'd want to do that deal. I think that that Chariot deal is probably the one I would do out of all of these. Goalies don't have a ton of value. We don't have a ton of wiggle room when it comes to goalies. It's Carey Price and Keith Kincaid. I'm going to go look at the contracts real quick just to see how much salary we're going to have tied up in the coming years. You know what? I thought this was going to be a little easier than I thought, but I'm glad I'm posed with a bit tougher of questions. We have $19 million in cap space heading into next season, so that's not too bad. But if we did get rid of Chariot, that would give us another $3.5 million, which would put us at about almost $23 million. Now we do have to re-sign Mete and Domi, all expiring. Domi Juleson does have to be re-signed. Hopefully he doesn't want too much. We'll see what he wants. Wow, 2 years at 1.675. I would even. We'll see how he plays. Of course, now if he plays well, his price is going to go up. Same thing with Domi, so I'd rather get Domi locked up now. 7 years at $8 million is a lot. If he has a bad season, he's not going to ask for as much, but if he has a good season, he's going to ask for more than that. And there's no way to get a bridge deal with him, but I don't know why I'd want to bridge Max Domi. He's already 24. Bridging him would get him to UFA. No thanks. And I'm not saving all that much either by dropping it down to 2-3 years. 2 years gets me 8.1. Yeah, no, not enough of a savings there. But $8 million for Domi is what I'm looking at, so that would mean we'd have $14 million to sign the rest of these guys and do whatever we want with. If I did trade Chariot, obviously I know his name is not pronounced Chariot, unless it is, and then I feel like a genius. But Shay Webber would be the guy I would want to trade, although he is the team's best player. There are some not great contracts. Petrie here. I'll look at Petrie. He's an 85. He's our second best defenseman. Not exactly somebody I want to just willingly give away. But, if we get a great return and it just makes stupid sense, then yeah, I'd do it. But are we going to find a trade? This looks promising that we are. We get 2 first-rounders and Steen. That's 2 first-rounders is a big get. Especially if the Blues turn out not to be good. They just won the Stanley Cup, so they'll probably be good, but it's Chell, you never know. Petrie could absolutely implode that team from the inside. Who knows? Steen could score 25 goals for us on our second line. But that would make our defensive core even weaker. But we'd get Brett Connolly back, so I don't know if we did also the Chariot deal. Just to be, curious, what would we get for Kotkaniemi? What? Oh, wow. What, are we actually going to get... I was like, are we actually going to get a trade? A guy like Thomas Tatar could go 2 years at 4.8. Brendan Gallagher is signed to a too nice of a deal for me to consider moving him. We'd get a first, a third, and Seabrook back for Tatar. Tomasino, who's a medium top 6 prospect. Bonino in a fourth. A second and 2 seconds from the Sharks. They really want to get rid of Steen, don't they? And then I could always wait until later on in the season, see how we perform with the given roster. Although I do think we have that logjam at defense. I would see Webber, Petrie, Mete, Juleson, Ouellet, and Alzner, or Mike Riley and Alzner. I'd really like to get rid of Alzner, but nobody wants him. Kulak here, he's 25, 3 years left at 1.85. Not really somebody that is going to make all that much of a difference for me. We get Derek Ryan in this deal there. Matt Calvert. Okay, so I could trade Kulak for Calvert, Bellemare, Wilson, Leafs picks, Granlund if I wanted some more help. There's Connolly, so I can add 2 right wingers if I wanted with Connolly and Calvert. But then again, I'm not getting great returns for the contracts I'm taking on. There's Steen again. Cody Eakin, not a bad idea. Perreault, that's all right. So you guys let me know what you want to see. I'm really excited for this. There's so much I can do with the new coaching staff and the schemes. Let's actually, you know what? Let's just check out our lines real quick. Not view lines, but edit lines. Before I wrap up the video, as you guys can already tell, it's coming. I want to see how we're already doing. What does best lines look like for the team? Domi, Drouin, Domi, Gallagher, +1 to their overall, so 86, 87, 85. These guys here, I'd probably rather have Kotkaniemi, which, boom, look at that, turns us into a +1. If we move Armia up, then he's good. He's even better. He'd be the same. Well, Byron would be an 81. Armia is now an 80, but that spreads out the love here a little bit. Polling. Oh, wow, that goes really bad. Oh, wow. Pekka for, oh, my God. Okay, so it really looks like if we want to boost our overalls, that's the best we're going to get. Armia is, would be better, and I have more hope for Armia, although he's not going to be very, whoa. Okay, Mete O'Reilly, really good third defensive pairing. Well, it's because Riley's carrying, because this dude is literally the plug. He is the missing piece in the scheme. He is the puzzle piece. We can never get rid of Mike Riley. That's a fact. Chariot here fits. Kulak fits. Shay Webber fits. And he fits. So nobody overwhelmingly fits besides Mike Riley. So, not opposed to keeping Mike Riley on the roster just because he gives that +3 to the bottom pairing. That's going to be nice because a lot of times your bottom pairing, you can only do so much. But if they fit your scheme and you get that +3 overall, hell, I'll take that. Mike Riley at an 81, Mete at an 82 based on just scheme fit. Yeah, give me that, Shay Webber at an 88, Petrie at an 86, Chariot at an 80, Kulak at an 80, and these guys. So, we'd have a solid defensive core. Nothing crazy, nothing like, oh, I think this team has a chance or we can go deep, but I think we can push for the playoffs. The question is, do you guys want me to? You guys let me know all your thoughts down in the comment sections. I know I posted a lot of questions to you guys, and I know it's a long video, and sometimes it's hard to remember. But guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.